Alright, so 2 nights ago, my wheelchair inside the house broke. It turns on, but it won't activate and move. Let me take this backpack off because I'm not going to deal with the pain and talk at the same time. So, my wheelchair inside the house is currently not working, which isn't good. I'm having wrist issues right here in my left hip. It's visible on video. If you watch back my previous video, you can see that my left hip is going in and out just with a slight leg movement. And it's visible to the camera, and you could also feel it no problem. So I have a walker that I use to get to the kitchen. Not taking steps, but I can show you. So my right shoulder, I have to be careful with my right shoulder also, because I don't want that to mess up. But in my spine, I'm having to utilize the walker just baby steps. Baby steps. Not baby steps, but sort of baby hops with both legs, just to keep my body in line and to keep everything straight. There is pressure on my spine, and that is causing pain, but there is another side, and my wrist. This is helping my wrist, believe it or not, because my wrist is, boom, it's not moving. Like if my wrist, you know, if it starts to you know, go like this and stuff like this, my right wrist it's messed up. So this is helping stabilize it, but the goal isn't to take, you know, I'm trying to keep my body straight and just go small forward motion, but the goal isn't to do big motions, because when you do bigger motions, that is affecting my hip, and it's also affecting my spine, because when you're doing bigger motions, your body has more play like that. So I'm going to test it out and see, but it's just small. The only downside to utilizing the walker in the house, in the condo, is that I can't do things that I typically would be able to in a wheelchair. So, you know, because I have to support my body, you know, because there's a lot of pressure on my L4, L5, S1. So I'm having to support my body and try to, you know, just have my arms there where I'm able to, you know, relieve my legs slightly. But I can't do the cleaning. I can't, you know, grab laundry. I can't, you know, I can do more in a wheelchair because it allows me to do more. But when it comes to this, I'm doing less, if that makes any sense, because, you know, it's just pretty much, you know, you get to your destination where you need to go and back. Like right now, I'm on my razor chair. And now that I remember this, I had my razor chair in the kitchen even prior to hooking up the computer for James, because I would use the chair to move around in. So this chair will roll me around the kitchen where I can do everything that I need to do in the kitchen. But as far as, you know, we have rug, we have carpet. As far as doing everything on the carpet, such as vacuuming, you know, going back and forth trying to clean, or, you know, because a lot of things take a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not a, you know, there and back. So I can't do the more complex things, which complex, right? Like it shouldn't have to be fucking complex. That's what I'm saying. But for my situation that I'm in, it's complex because I need a wheelchair to do certain things because it's back and forth, and I can't do that. That's too much on me, 100%. But if I'm, you know, I would have to see like I mean, I'm dealing with pain, like, no doubt in my L, like right now in my L4, L5, S1, no doubt 100% I'm dealing with pain. And anyway, I have the walker, I'm doing the baby steps, you know, and it is what it is. You know, I just can't do the more complicated things, you know, where I'm just going like, if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going to the bathroom or the kitchen or whatever, it's pretty much straight back to the bed. You know, not I can't sustain the pace where it's just where you're up all the time. But you know, it is what it is. Stay positive, stay motivated, and continuing to be better. So today I am doing a pharmaceutical grade dosage of omega-3, and this is an olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I would be very careful with the ones that just say olive oil. You always want to make sure it's extra virgin. So we have that. We have 500 ml of water and a banana. 350 milligrams of sodium on the package. 350 milligrams of sodium. 2,200 milligrams of omega-3s, EPA, DHA. So we have a pharmaceutical grade dosage of omega-3s right here to with a healthy oil, with extra virgin olive oil. It's a healthy fat, and it's very good for your body, and it's gonna provide another form of energy besides the omega-3s, which is cool. But the banana, 500 ml of water, hydration, potassium. All right. So what we're gonna do is, how many grams of fat is this? 18 grams of fat. So we are going to, I just took off one package, taking off another package. Now we will open this bad boy up. We're going to open both of them. All right, both are open. Okay, is this blender? It is hooked up. Okay, blender's clean though. We're not draining any oil. This is a first time. Actually, no, I did this before back in the day, believe it or not. but I would do it with like orange juice. So, okay. We have all of our omega-3s, EPA, DHA. We have all of that. Okay. Sardines are in the blender. I have taken today, glucosamine sulfate. And my reasoning behind the glucosamine sulfate is that, you know, if I have to use the walker for the time being and I have, you know, this wrist issue and the shoulder and my spine, you know, is it going to fix it? No, it's not going to fix it, but the sulfate may be an anti-inflammatory that helps with it some, and it's going to provide lubrication to my joints where it's going to better protect them. Like I said, it's only small steps to keep the body in line, where nothing, you know, if I take the bigger moves, then my body bends and my body's into play like that. And that is what I need to avoid. And it's a learning experience for me. But if you need arms though, right? And not a lot of people have that. But if there's someone else out there that is in a similar situation to me, that, you know, to me, then, you know, maybe this video is going to be able to help them, you know, because I'm having to figure things out myself, and I'm having to figure out, you know, I have no help. I have to figure out, like, okay, not every, the way I move isn't going to be perfect, right? Like the bigger moves, like I already know what that does. I already know that's not good. But, you know, maybe I have to take very small moves in order to stay straight, where I can protect my spine, protect my hip, and protect, you know, everything. So that's what we're going to see, and we're just running a test on it to see, all right, let's see how this goes. Let's see, you know, how the wrist goes with this on. I don't know. So that's why we're doing it. But we have the sardines with the banana in the blender, and we're going to do smoothie style. This is a hydration drink, 100%. Banana, 600, 700 milligrams of sodium. I believe it matches the WHO profile or whatever website that is that talks about it. But these, yeah, it's bioavailable. We're going to chug this. Not bad. That's doable. That's doable. Definitely. That is doable. There we go. Sardines, banana, down. That's doable. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. All right, that wasn't too bad. We have finish that out. Well, some sardine stuff on the counter, but we have just introduced, and this is I mean, how is it not great hydration? So that was 350 milligrams of sodium plus 350 again because we got 2. That's 700. We have 32 grams of protein, and what we're missing now is the H&B. And vitamin C. So we got H&B. We have Life Extension Mix, vitamin C, or Life Extension state-of-the-art formula. We have vitamin C liposomal. So a serving size of this is 12 pills. So we got 2 pills of Life Extension state-of-the-art. We have 1,000 milligram H&B, and then we have 1 liposomal vitamin C to protect us outside. And so right now, again, I'm saying as it is. So my leg is on the floor. I go to push off this leg to push backwards, and I'm having nerve pain running on the inside of my leg right here. So even pushing off of my leg is causing pain. So basically it's just I have to use my arms right here to even push me around. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, this is going to be more than enough water. Yeah, and even like, okay, even so, I got a handle right here. And I pressed off my foot again. And it, nerve pain. Okay. Even the... Okay. even the handle right here, when I go like this, yeah, there's pain in my back, but it is what it is. Like, it's I'm gonna have lifelong inflammation from my injuries, and there's nothing that I'll ever be able to do about it. I tried my best to. My bones aren't connected within my fusion, and I've tried my best to get fixed and get it solidified. Where it's a stable cement block, but it's wet cement, wet gravel. It moves around, and it so the inflammation's always going to be there. But if you have a failed fusion, if you have lumbar nerve root disorder, if you have radiculopathy, and you're dealing with similar issues as mine, hopefully this video reaches you, because that doesn't mean life is over. You can still do things, and I took glucosamine sulfate. You can still do things to protect yourself, and you can utilize Mother Nature in a way that will help with some of the inflammation. Now, it's not going to fix all the inflammation because you have an injury, but it's going to help with some of it, with what it can. And that's all that matters, because there's other methods that you can utilize that 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 Mother Nature is involved in, and this is one of those methods. So the sardines with the banana, with the HMB, 32 grams of protein, the malty. I just had basically a meal replacement. This is a meal replacement drink that I just had first thing in the morning, and this is what my body is going to feed on. Something very healthy, very beneficial to the human body, and something that is also going to protect me. So everything, all of our bases are covered, and hopefully this video reaches someone out there that has a similar situation as mine. I am not going to put a title on it, which this video isn't for views. It's not for clicks. The title I'm going to put on it is 21WC031678, and that's because I had a work-related injury, and I had surgery because of it, 2-level spinal fusion, and this and that, and that's what I'm going to title it. So, this is my protocol that I'm running first thing in the morning. This is how I've been doing things for, not necessarily this way, but sardines are a big part of who I am, and it's a big part of my protocol of things that I can do to provide and help myself. Later. Bye.